You are live. Okay, sweet. And I'll just get this link up. So, should I send it to you? I guess you'll see it from...
Yeah, send it to me. I'm not seeing it pop up on the YouTube. There we go.
Yeah.
I just found it.
Okay, typically.
Normally like that? Okay.
Yeah.
Did you announce?
I'm doing it now.
I gotcha.
We are live. Why? Let me see what ScreenFlow is saying. Oh no, ScreenFlow is not saying anything.
Stats for nerds. Connection speed is really, really bad. 5 kilobytes.
Working on tech issues. What can I do about that then? Maybe change the stream settings. Can you still hear me, or is it?
Yeah, I can still hear you. We just got a bump in bandwidth right there.
I could connect my Ethernet cable so it's not going over Wi-Fi.
Here we go. Here we go. It's smoothing out.
Okay.
Yeah, everything seems to be good here.
Okay. Oh yeah, it says excellent connection. All right, sweet. Hello guys. There's quite a few who's joined. Thank you, Manu. And yeah, if you donate, you will skip the queue. It'd be good if you could donate into the YouTube super link if it's there. If you do it through Buy Me a Coffee, I might miss it. Let me just, because it comes up on my email. But yeah, if you donate, you can skip the queue. All right, so the first song is, do you know which one the first one is? Where is it?
Yeah, I think it's this track from Christian Neal,
Yeah.
Just Your Name, with the super Parafukuva artwork.
Is it not this key?
What's
the date? Oh no, it's the... I've gone too high up. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Christian Neal, yeah. Oh yeah, he's already sent me this, I think, for feedback. Okay, cool. Let me bring this up. Let's close this stuff down. Okay, so yeah, first it'll be Christian. There's no one's donated yet. And then we have the NYAKY. I'll bring that one up second. And then Deuce. We'll just do those 3 for now. All right, guys. So yeah, we'll kickstart. Can't donate through here. Is it off? Aha. Okay. Let me just send a. We might be able to just get through everyone. To be fair, how many is there? You've got like an hour and a half, right, Evan?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I mean,
I think if we cut it here at Mikey and just say no more submissions, I think we could probably get through them all. And if I have to dip out, I can dip out.
Yeah. All right, we'll do that.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna work through them all. There'll be no skipping. Okay, cool. So
let's do it.
Let's roll.
You listening, yeah? what all of them are going to sound like today. Fucking hell.
My only
I don't know, I
my
stopped
only
it
constructive
beforehand.
feedback is the end is too long. But no,
Yeah, there
honestly,
you go.
It's I want to say perfect, but there's nothing that needs
Massive
adjusting.
changes.
Yeah, it's really well made. It's beautiful. Sound design's great. Mix is great. Vocals great.
I
Composition's
feel like
great.
the vocal maybe if you really want to nitpick, the vocal might be a little thin.
Yeah.
Maybe a touch. Or maybe it's just the sibilance maybe could be slightly tamed. Like there's too much high end or there's not enough low end. And I guess that's a matter of taste at this point. But I think this is a perfect example of someone who took sounds that everyone's using and just wrote a damn good song. And it just doesn't sound anything like the other stuff to me because the song is so good. I just don't even think about that. Like it's just, yeah. That ARP has been used a million times, but it's used so effectively in this record.
Yeah.
The
low end is
and that's
really
why I'm
nice.
not like, yeah, it's just a perfect fit, great sound selection. I don't know if you've pitched this anywhere, but if you haven't and you're interested, if that's kind of the path, like start getting this into people's demo inboxes because this is a really good tune.
Yeah, man, it's ready to go. Just fix the ending. That's it. But yeah, that vocalist is really nice. I love her tonality, and the writing as well.
She sounds French.
Yeah, there's some kind of twang on her voice or accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, really nice. Nothing negative to add. Beautiful work. Send it out. It's ready to go. Let's move on.
Cool. My work's done here.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys later. Oh man.
All right. So
that's
on to NYKY. Because of you. Yeah, just to repeat again, we're not doing any donations. We're just going to work through the tracks. So yeah, sorry if you want to get your track out the way because you need to go. But yeah, we haven't got the link working. So is what it is. Just watch through and you'll find your song. So yeah, let's go. You ready to go with the next one, Evan? Yeah, I think he's already listening. All right.
Oh yeah, I'm already listening, man. God, this track bangs too. Submitting these tracks, man. What kind of comments do you want from us? That switch up in the break is so tasteful.
Wait, I'm not there yet.
Nice chord change. Like,
I'm not there yet. banger. Very nice. Such an improvement, man. I've done a few lessons with this guy, and yeah, I think even the last live stream we did with him, we were like, yeah, pretty good, but nothing special. And then he's come back with a bang. Really good. I mean, the only thing for me that I think you could adjust is just the mix is a little bit sharp and bright in some points. I think it's like almost, yeah, maybe not for you, but for me, I find it a little bit in your face with some of the elements. So maybe it's personal taste, but I think a little bit of soothe on some of the elements could be nice. I
think soothing some of those top hats, I do agree with. I think there's a tasteful bright and there's a harsh bright, and I feel like this is leaning a little bit towards the harsh side.
Yeah, not
I would
by
agree
much,
with that.
like only a little bit. And the only other little thing was just the delayed vocal pan thing. It felt like they were either a little bit, I don't want to say out of time, but they were a little bit jarring and possibly too loud. Maybe you just need to turn them down a little bit and not have them pan so much, just because they were a bit distracting, if anything. But otherwise, man, really nice work.
Yeah, I have the exact same notes as you, pretty much. Felt like I was swimming a little bit there in the pan section, but yeah, great work on that chord change in the break. That was very tasteful. Yeah, send me this record, dude. I would support this record in sets for sure.
Yeah, man. Anybody
This is sick.
What people saying in the comments? Yeah, people are loving it. Nice. Yeah, there's nothing. Wish we had more, constructive things to say, but you've nailed it. I'd send it out. It's done. All right. So then we're on to Deuce. Let me just get rid of this.
Every record so far has been absolutely incredible. So
I won't download it now. We'll see if
I don't wanna fight this.
Yeah, you've set a high bar, guys.
Take me.
Yeah, that's a hell of a way to open the stream. Please send me that record, NYKY.
We're on Deuce now.
Just DM me in Discord. Thank you, mate. Oh, man. Another clear vocal.
A little bit muddy there.
Even when we're alright. Living on an inside.
Yeah.
Even if we're alright.
This is the most teenage thing I think I've ever heard in my life.
Better hold tight.
Is it not? Look at the artwork.
I've never heard. TNH. I thought you said teenage.
When it's this high.
No,
I've never
no.
heard a song that describes as teenage.
No.
Yeah, it's clearly going after a certain label.
Or unstable.
Yeah, it makes these.
Yep. So pop in your left vocal channel at 108.
Living on an inside.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking hell.
Even if we're alright. Living on an inside. Living on an inside.
Yeah, that's if you give this a good mix. I mean, I think it should have a good shot on the TNH. But it does sound like 1,000 other TNH songs. But it's beautiful. Like it's really nicely written. Vocals lovely and soft. Drums are great. But the mix is muddy,
Yeah, I think the big thing right now for me is the vocal reverb needs a high pass filter. The reverb on the vocal right now is what's causing, at least from what I'm hearing, is causing all of that mud in the low mids.
Yeah.
And it's just got to get cleaned up. I left you 3 notes, specifically my second note on the SoundCloud link. If you refresh Deuce, there's a timestamp. There's a massive vocal pop at 108 in your left vocal background. It's just, and then I think the drums are cool, but I feel like they need more presence. I think they're too warm. If you listen to the snare in the second drop, there's not any crack to it. And if you go and listen to a Youth song, that snare is literally melting your face. So I think it's just comparing mix downs to those guys who have been on TNH forever. And then, I think like Lars said, this is one of a million other tracks that are in this lane. So I think it's kind of, is there a way to reinvent the wheel with another element maybe and have it be a little bit more unique? And the song's really solid, so I don't want to say too much. And vocals are doing a ton for you here. But yeah, I think just kind of cleaning up the mix and then sending it over to them and see what they think.
Yeah,
maybe the best option.
I think it might also be that your chords or your bass is too loud or in comparison to the kick. So the kick just isn't punching through, and I think that's why it also feels a little bit muddy. So it's just a big cloud of rather than having some dynamics in there. That will help a lot. Yeah, and it is that whole thing of, because when you get to the second half of this track, you're like, okay, I've heard everything now, and then we've lost you, Evan. Oh, you just changed your camera.
I've got to plug in my D now.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, so in that second half, maybe a case of doing some interesting creative automation on the ARP, or what would be better if you bring in some kind of cool lead, something that's a little bit out there, which would take a bit of time to come up with, but that's going to be something that can separate you from other people. Because at the minute, if this comes out, it's like, oh yeah, here's another TNH song, but it's not like, oh yeah, who's this guy? This stands out above anyone else. But it's just definitely
you're not gonna blow minds.
Yeah, but you're definitely up to a great standard, and I wouldn't be surprised after this gets a good mix. I wouldn't be surprised if TNH didn't take this. So yeah, all right, let's move on. Thank you for sending it in. So now we are on Voldia. Thank you, Dia5. Is my voice still low? I can put the gain up. I will. Let me just see. Yo. Should be a little bit louder now. Yo. Yeah, now it's in the red. Okay. All right, let's go to Voldia. Too late. again, another great song. What's going on, Max? I do love that you actually did a proper melody in this rather than just like an ARP like everybody else, or it's actually like a nice melody. I guess I found it a little bit sleepy towards the end. I think you might benefit from evolving the chords a little bit and like having the pads opening up and building elements like that, like having layers of pads and things to just kind of build the atmosphere a bit. 'Cause it feels a little bit tame all the way through, which is nice. It's chilled, which is good, but a little bit sleepy. Maybe evolving the drums a bit more as well. A few drum fills in there wouldn't hurt. The mix is not too far off. Sounds nice and punchy. You haven't squashed it, which is great. Yeah. I don't know what else.
I think the chord evolving could be cool. My biggest like kind of qualm with the track is just the arrangement. I feel like that like second breakdown between the two drops is where it became sleepy for me, where I was like, I don't know why this is here. I feel like we should either like have it be way shorter and go right back into the drop again with like a new chord layer. I mean, the thing about that melody, right, is all you have to do is reharmonize it. All you have to do is find other chords that work with that melody. And now that next drop is really unique compared to the other one. Or you just go full on and you just don't even have that second drop. And you just do an absolutely gorgeous like 1 minute outro, which is totally, that's another like possibly more unique arrangement that you could try and just see how that feels. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like you said, mix is pretty good. There's a few things that I would maybe look at. I feel like the percussion isn't as banging as it could be in the top end, but
yeah, the snare doesn't come through that much. No,
there's no like crack to it. There's
Yeah.
no crack to the snare. So
You could just layer it later on into the track. Like it's nice the snare being subtle earlier on, but then as you're getting into the later half, then you want to layer it in. I think the reason why this feels like nothing happens is because you don't really introduce this lead until the drop, and so you're not really getting any new element. It's just kind of pads and atmosphere, and then we start hearing the new lead here. So maybe teasing it here would be an option. And then evolving it and building it with the chords, and then even making this into a nice long section here rather than having another drop. But yeah, it's a really, really nice ideas for sure. Really great foundation. Just needs fleshing out a little bit more. All right. I do indeed want crack. Nice. Right, so let's go to Clear and B.
specifically with a snare, I mean that could be read incorrectly, right? Oh man, you put myself, Max, and Matt in a room. It's just fucking Comedy Central.
But Clear and B is going to be next on Overview. I don't know why you send in music, Clear, because you can.
Yeah,
produce.
I mean, oh my god.
Well, it's just showing off, just flexing. All right, let's go Clear and B. Over you.
No, it's okay. It's okay, Max. Makes me laugh a little bit, which I kind of need when everyone is making me look like a shit music producer. These tracks have been very good today.
I'll give you feedback at the end.
Yeah.
What part of the track are you at?
You'll see.
I don't know how I feel about that one.
That track is very confused.
Yeah, that's what I'm confused.
That
Like,
is
this
what that track is.
Yeah, you know.
I-
Go on, you go.
I think the big thing for me is it was just really hard for me to connect with the main melody. There's of course some mixing stuff and maybe a few things here and there, but I guess like my big problem is I just think with that melody, it just, to me, I didn't like, it wasn't something that I could just, it's not repeating itself in my head essentially before it plays the next note. And I think that it just makes the record like very complex. The break section and the breakdown is cool. But yeah, I think there's just a few things on the melody side of things that I would maybe just simplify a bit, maybe just a touch. I think that's going to make it not so much confused.
Confused isn't the worst feedback you could get, Kieran. It's not that bad, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree with what you said. Another big thing was at the beginning, you just had too much going on. You were introducing too many different things and elements, so it was like I'm trying to latch on to something, whether it be the drum groove or the bass groove or something, but there was just too many different things. And so yeah, you need to refine the groove a little bit more, simplify it, and simplify the amount of things that we're really like grooving to and listening to. And yeah, with the melody, it just didn't really harmonize as nicely as it could do with everything else. It just, there's possibly too many notes. The sound design was kind of boring, if I'm being honest. So it just didn't sound very, very interesting. And so it didn't elevate the track enough. And then you're just playing that melody all the way through here. And if it's not that good, then obviously it doesn't do much for the track. So yeah, I think either rework that melody, simplify it, or just make a new track, because you're good at making music. I think there's a lot of different elements here that are just kind of like, you've got cool elements in here, but you might be better just starting fresh, clear mind, clear track, and going from there. But yeah, it is nice. Obviously, it's solid.
Yep.
It's solid, like as always. Your music's always solid, but you've maybe just done a little bit too much here. So yeah. Anything else? That's it.
About it. Yep.
Yeah. What are some other people saying? Rearrange the track instead is so much more than starting a
Oh
new
boy, sent us an MP3.
Oh yeah, this is a student of mine. He doesn't have SoundCloud, so yeah, I've just downloaded it. I will load it up. This guy's pretty new to pretty new to melodic house. I think he did hip hop beforehand, so go easy.
Okay.
Okay. Be nice. Well, no, you don't have to be that nice. You can be brutal. But
I mean, there was a fair warning in the Instagram message.
yeah. The fuck is this working?
And MXV is here for the brutality.
Yeah. Okay, it's working. Yeah. I'm playing now.
Yep.
Yeah, 9 Hansi is right. Like rearranging a track is a lot more work than just starting a new one in some cases. Be gentle. We'll be as gentle as we can be.
I'm gonna roast you for sending in an extended mix, but yeah.
How long is it? Oh, yeah, 5 minutes. Yeah, it's really not that long.
If you send in a 9-minute track, you're getting banned from the stream. You don't need to apologize, man. I'm just poking fun. Amazing.
Love that minimal drop. Nice.
That's really nice. That open hat is a little loud.
Yeah.
Maybe a lot of loud. I would agree with that, Max.
It's just on the hat volume.
Yeah.
Fuck, I missed that
The
lesson.
drum guy, man. What's this bullshit?
I probably told him.
Yes, 9 Hansi is 100% correct. That sub does not sound 100% sidechain to me. A little bit of flubby. A little flubby.
I think we're just missing a bit of atmosphere in here. A little bit,
Yeah.
a little bit bare. Cut-off filter is opening up.
Nice. I hit the extended, so I'm gonna stop it.
Yeah.
I've got some homework for you. If you're open to it.
Yeah, man.
I think you have this like minimal organic thing going for you. I really go listen to Parafakuva, specifically the track Mimosa on his latest album Mimosa.
I've not
And
heard
just
that.
listen to the way that he formulates his upper percussions and like how they start minimal but they build. Obviously there's some automation stuff, maybe a little bit of mixed stuff here and there, but like overall I feel like you have a pretty good foundation of the basics. And like, yeah, I can hear where you're at. Yeah, he's got a great track Mimosa. It's just there's a certain way that he's doing his upper percussions that are just kind of like I think could be a nice welcome addition on a record like this.
It's a bit more open, sure.
Yeah, it kind of opens up a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. You're also you're just missing a bit of atmosphere as well. So there's a lot of times where we're waiting for the lead melody to come in or a new melody to come in, like you bring in that secondary lead in the second half, and we're waiting for it to come in, and in that time it's empty, like or there's not much in the track. So you try and get some atmospheric elements, Foley, things like that can just fill a bit of the space, and also like a little bit of vocal atmosphere. If you get something like the one good thing on Arcade, the what's it called? Eternal Voices or something like that. You know which one I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's called
Yep.
something like that. And that's a great,
I don't know. I don't have Arcade, but yeah.
But yeah, that could be a great thing for just like sustained vocal atmospheric things that can just add a little bit of ambiance to the track, and then also layering in the percussion a little bit more, so it's not just so boots and cats, so stiff, like a little bit more percussion and noises and kind of ear candy, and it will fill it out quite nicely. The composition is really nice. Like the melodies are great, chords are good. It's nice and warm. Yeah, obviously there's some mixing things, but you're just missing a bit more of the filler part of the track.
Serial voices. Thank you, Max.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I think that's the key here is just creating these dynamic moments in a track, right? You want every moment in your track to be different than the last. And the hard part is making it cohesive and have it being one large idea, but like you need to tell a story, right? That's all that a song is. It's just a story.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right.
Distant Voices.
Yeah, that's it.
I think you mixed Ethereal Earth, the Contact library, with Distant Voices, the Arcade library.
Well, they are ethereal, to be fair. Yeah.
This is true.
All right. Which one are we on now? I think I'm a bit lost.
Elias. Yeah.
Is that the right one? Yeah. All right. Lost Grooves. Elias. Let's go.
Oh, this could be really good.
Better speak so soon. We'll see.
I'm not going to, but I'm just saying it's got potential. Sounds like the F chord. Evan likes the F chord. Sorry.
Something wrong with the kick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we didn't grow at all, really. We kind of just like went up like 5%.
Yeah.
In energy from that intro, and I was expecting to go up like 80%.
Chords are too loud. Possibly the bass is too loud in comparison to the kick. Oh.
Piano. Yeah, adding more low mids here is crazy. You have so many low mids, you do not need any more.
Remix the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat, to be honest.
You shouldn't put a full kick here. It should be like a little top kick.
Like a high passy type of thing. Gives away too much low end before the drop. Yeah, I think the low end of the chords and the bass are like just cranked.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good shout. Yeah, right. So, well, we've been badgering you about the mix. We'll get to that, but the composition, the chords are nice, but that harp gets so boring towards here. You need you need either a different melody, you need some kind of new lead element coming in, or you need a more compelling melody than that. The harp is just it's just a bit simple. But yeah, then the mix,
the piano and the break didn't do much for me either.
The chords that they were playing,
just the chords and the melody and the break, like it just didn't. It's very piano roll-esque, if that makes sense. Yeah. It doesn't sound very organic and like it just didn't get like a huge emotion from it at all.
Yeah. The main issue is your mix, though. The mix is like it's so loud with your chords and your bass that the kick is just not coming through. So as Max said, he said like put your kick to -6. Or -10, whatever you want to, whatever number, but yeah, go -6 and then mix everything around it. So usually for me, I'm mixing things like at least to -10 if the kick is at -6, something like that. Obviously, it depends on the element, but usually I'm giving about 4 dB, 5 dB of room between the kick. It does sometimes depend on the track. Sometimes you go a little bit louder, but doing that's going to allow the track to be a bit more dynamic. So on this drop here, it's not so flat. There's just no impact because for one, you give away too much low end. So the low end in the kick is being given away. There's obviously there's the chords that have it feels like they've not been high passed at all. So there's loads of lower mids in there, and then when it comes in, the kick just doesn't land. So we're not getting any drive. So that's ruining a lot of the track. And so you need to.
We're also not using open voices.
Yeah,
which is causing all of that low mid mud. If you can just like invert those top 2 or 3 voices on your chords, then when those move up an octave, that's almost like a natural high pass filter, right? Because you don't have all of these fundamentals of every single note in a 7th chord and root positions sitting in like the lowest octave.
Yeah. And also with your piano, if you're going to have the piano play here, which is a bit of a mad move because you've got obviously all these lower mids already, then someone suggested there, like with Soothe, you can sidechain, or if you don't have Soothe, you can use like Pro MB, or just use the multiband dynamics within Ableton or whatever you're using, and you can just move the lower mids of the piano out of the way, so it's just playing the higher parts of the piano if you want that playing at the same time. So then you at least...
Or just write it up 3 octaves.
Yeah, or just push it up. It just depends if you... Well, either that will work. But, I mean, the mix lets the track down quite a bit, so it's hard to give so much on the composition, because that's the main thing you need to fix. But, okay, I think we will move on. We've said enough with the track. It is, by the way, it is nice. we have just basically just slagged you, but it is a nice track. Like, it's got a good vibe to it, but it does need work. It's a solid 5 or 6 out of 10. All right, let's go to Shri.
I will speak in theory caveman language going forward, Max. Don't you worry. Chord too low. Move voice up.
When he says voice, he means the note.
Note, yeah. Yeah, move note up, yeah.
All right, let's go. Oh, Jesus.
Said mastered in the title.
Yeah.
That one's on you.
Nerd.
There's a really clean little top kick here. I have hope. But I had hope.
Here we go. Oof. That is loud. This is like
That is a chonky kick, dude.
this is like -6 loss.
Yeah. Somebody's quadruple limiting.
Yeah.
Pro L -3, Pro L -2, Pro L -1.
The kick is too long.
I can't tell without a bass.
Yeah.
He might do like a little shaper box trick here where he does the vertical flick thing. Just have it on only once the bass is in.
Oh yeah. Nice.
We have a Duke. That is a bold move, sending me a track with a Duke in it. That's a really gorgeous part, though. Holy shit.
Come on, bring it home. That's right. It does sound like that. I'm loving it though, it's really nice. Very all day I dream.
Yeah. All right. We really need to change up on this next drop. Something new's got to come in here. Or you're going to lose me.
И вы выдыхаете покой
My attention span is that of a baby carrot.
и чувство уверенности.
Can't hear that vocal.
Дышать легко и естественно. Вдох. Так же, как волны бегут в море. К берегу и обратно. И так до бесконечности.
I don't know about the vocal here. Okay, we open up. All right. was 9 minutes. This is getting awfully close.
Yeah. But I think we've heard the majority of that.
Yeah, we have. It just goes to extended mix after that.
That was sick, to be fair. I mean, like, for the vibe that you're going for, you've nailed it. Like that, you know, kind of chilled all day dream. There's not loads of huge euphoric builds or anything like that. It just kind of cruises along nicely. It's nice and groovy. But there are some things that maybe personally I wouldn't have in there, like, or some melody choices. I didn't like the chords that you used here, and I didn't like the melody that you used here. But if you just, I mean, yeah, you could change them.
I feel like the big thing for me also was just the bass notes that were chosen. I feel like they were slightly too dissonant for what you wanted to do. And like, yeah, the piano chords were maybe a little interesting. That whole like beginning of the second drop just doesn't make sense to me with the vocal, the piano, and like a full drop.
Yeah.
Like just keep that in breakdown mode until we get to that full open section, like the 8 bars later.
Yeah.
And just don't have, just don't even have that
Like the
section
fake
at
kick,
all.
this bit here.
Yeah, like the fake kick with like the piano and the vocal, it's just like very dissonant and doesn't really. It's almost like it just makes your drop sound weak because that's technically what I'm hearing as a drop, even though it's not. So just get rid of it.
Yeah. Just remove some.
And then just have it come in when it's like the full bore, you know, big thing, and then it will sound a lot more energetic, I think.
With the vocal, I mean, it's good to have something in there to kind of break it up, but it's not very clear. So it could be a case of you compress it a little bit, remove a little bit of the reverb directly on it, make it a little bit clearer, turn it up a little bit, and it might have a bit more impact. But at the minute, it's kind of just you've just thrown it in there, and it's not really doing anything.
Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, possibly also you might be pushing it a little bit on the master. It's like it's super loud and big, but it's possibly just a little bit much. I'd come back a little bit on the limiter, add a bit more dynamics. That's it, I think. Yeah. Okay, so I've not got any of them up. What are we on now? We are on
Juno Stone.
Juno Stone. Oh, yeah. Okay, let me bring up a few of them. So we've got Juno Stone. I'll play now. Line. All right. Let's go. very beautiful, very warm, and I felt like I was on a beach somewhere, sipping pina coladas. But yeah, it was nice. Personally, I didn't love the lead. Maybe it's the sound design. I think maybe it's almost too squarey. Like maybe if you did a little cross, but like a morph between a saw and a square, rather than it being such a squarey sound, or a bit of automation so it doesn't feel so stiff. Also, I would use that vocal more. You use the vocal in a time when it's quite busy in the track, and obviously here as well. I would use it on the bridge, and then here maybe I'm building it more, automating the volume, making it adding more energy to it. I really love the tom groove that you had throughout. Max suggested that you maybe don't have the tom on the drop, could be a good shout, and then bring it in later on. Yeah, that's it. Anything?
I got 3 things, and they're all theory related.
Okay.
First thing, baller move riding in Mixolydian. Props.
How the fuck do you hear that? You're a freak.
The chords are, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the chords are a C major chord going to G minor with that beautiful flat 3 or flat 7 in key C. And then we go back to a 4 chord, major 4 chord, and then we go back to 1. Cool chord progression. Love it. Very, very unique. Look at phrasing structures in those melodies. That call response can be a lot stronger between the main lead and the piano. It's just, it gets a little lost. Like you develop the melody in a really weird section, and it's like you're already kind of in an area where things are like kind of interesting, and like with the Mixolydian and everything, that I feel like you maybe just simplifying some things a little bit would be helpful. Also, something to try. Your chord progression is the same. So on like duplicate the chord progression, same length, right? And try a B flat major chord to an F major chord to a C major chord. So go 7 or flat 7, excuse me, since we're in Mixolydian, to major 4 to 1 on the second half around, and it will literally breathe a whole new amount of life into the track because it's lengthening that chord progression, making the phrase longer. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly what I was going to say. Yeah.
Yeah, Mixolydian, you gained like some serious brownie points on that, my friend.
Yeah, man, that's crazy that you can hear that. I want to get to that.
Someone else called it out. Hansi called it out as well.
Mm-hmm.
Hansi called out the 1 minor 5 4 1 progression. Was
Right.
not the only one.
Nice, yeah, man. Great work. What's he saying? Is it Juno here? Really appreciate the feedback. We'll take those points and we'll appreciate the Mixolydian call out. Yeah, sweet. Yeah, man. Great work. Let's go.
That was a fun listen.
To Gab, and I'll play from here. Yeah.
Dropbox. Holy moly, this is really loud, by the way. Like really, really loud.
Yeah, look how quiet it is on the waveform, but it's loud. But
Banging.
no.
I do not have perfect pitch either, Hansi. I have relative pitch. Training more relative pitch. Been like waking up for the last year and trying to sing a concert B flat. Ooh, it's been fun.
Nice. The cushion is way too loud.
I was gonna say, the drums literally just like, it sounds like they're almost soloed. Missing like all of the low mids. heavy, just something, you know? Or like, there's just gotta be something at that low end. Your girlfriend has perfect pitch? Damn. I'm very jealous.
I should do something with the piano here. Just the same piano.
That's fucking nuts. This is a really good example of like grade A phrasing structures right here. This is so good. Oh, where was this vocal variation earlier? Oh, there's Mixwarp. Mixwarp like Afro track in the stream? Sensed it.
Yeah, I don't think these chords are his. Bit abrupt here. There's something wrong with your groove. Something's out of time. Something was, it felt like it was on like a different swing here, which was probably running through the whole track. Two things then, yeah, we already said it. I mean, the drums are the percussion's too loud and pokey, so just turn them down. It's going to allow for the rest of the track to breathe a bit more. And you need some mid bass, and or chords. Maybe you high pass the chords too much. Allow for the lower mids of the chords to come through, and to allow a bit more warmth to the track. At the minute, it's just sub, drums, and vocal. Really sick though. Really nice. This isn't. Yeah, it's not an original, is it? The chords. I recognise the chords and the melody from something. So I'm guessing it's a remix or something. Yeah. Anything you want to add, Evan?
Nope. Same thing.
Yeah. Nice. The composition is really great, by the way. Like and the drums themselves, like they're really nice sounding, but they're just too loud. Yeah. Add some lower voices. Yeah. All right, cool. Let's move on. Thanks for sending it in. Now we're on to UC, Fluid Control.
1 minute and 36 seconds. Wow.
That's what we want. More of this.
Love
16
it.
bar loop.
Yep. Should really reference Nora and Pierre's pianos. Yep. Max is on the right train of thought here. Go listen to Nora and Pierre's piano, specifically the one in Come With Me.
Yeah, it's huge.
That type of sound would be really, really nice. That also worked.
Hard to give feedback on this.
Yeah. First note of feedback, finish the track.
Yeah, the arrangement needs a bit of work.
Yeah, just a bit.
I mean, yeah, it's a nice idea. I like the chord progression. Drums sound cool. Piano does feel it's not sitting in the mix nicely, as Evan said. Yeah, I mean, yeah, in future, give us a bit more to go off. Send us, flesh it out a little bit, tell a bit of a story. But the initial ideas are nice. Just need a bit more work.
Noir, Unicorda, Labs, Felt Piano, Leco.
Yeah.
There's so many good piano libraries.
I use the Noir a lot because you can change it quite drastically with the macros.
I'm using Gentleman recently.
Oh, really? I used to have that, but I never fell in love with it.
You have to use the color control.
Mm.
It sounds like crap out of the box. And then if you nuke the color control to the left, it sounds really good.
Oh, really? Like better than some of the others?
Just
different. Yeah. All right. Give that.
They're all good. I mean, they're all like world-class libraries. So
yeah, true.
Oh.
All right, cool. Yeah, not much to go off. So not a large amount of feedback, but thanks for sending it in.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now we're on Clamor. Let's go.
F minor Diva Noir.
I think this guy's a pianist or a multi-instrumentalist. So,
Is this M160 as in the microphone? Very dynamic microphone M160?
I don't know if he's in the chat.
Just your numbering for tracks. Gotcha. Oh, this is Hansi. Okay.
I just clocked 2 hands here. This is a old student of mine.
Nice.
Didn't know it was called Hands. Yeah, the high notes on the soft piano in Labs are slightly late. That's what he's talking about. So you can either adjust them on the MIDI or, use a different one. I feel like this is almost a bit too busy.
How long have you played piano for? Years, yep. It's just funny, man. I can just hear that. Like, it's just the voicings are like comfortable to play.
Yeah, my big note is just that it feels too bright and oversaturated, especially in the high end. I don't know if it's just the drums, especially when you brought in this little bit of vocal here, and you had all that white noise, and then the hats. It was just all built up on top of each other, and it got a bit sharp and a bit loud. But yeah, composition. I don't know. I didn't connect with it personally. I don't know if there's anything technically you're doing wrong. Maybe Evan's better for.
Nothing technically wrong. I think you've written a track that I would consider in the music for musicians category. It's the easiest way to say it.
What
it's like,
why is that? What do you think it is that?
It's just very complex. Like it's harder to follow. It's not just like a,
simple melodic
Doc freaking melody loop from that one company that we all get ads for.
Unison.
Unison. Fuck Unison, dude.
Or Nico's MIDI callback. That's another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, it's like...
It's kind of like got an Anomaly vibe. If you've ever heard of Anomaly, if you haven't, go listen to him. He's fucking incredible. You'll get a kick out of it. Kind of like some chill hop jazz stuff. Like it's not polyrhythms, but just the syncopation, the subdivisions, and some of that like high end like octave piano work is just the songwriting's incredible. But it's just it's music for musicians. Like, it's just something that like there's less people that are going to connect with it.
Yeah.
So that's just the harsh reality of it, man.
You just got to dumb it down. Dumb it down a bit. Oh no, don't. You should keep doing.
No, just keep doing that, dude. Just keep doing that. Sounds so good. Yeah.
It was like this when I was teaching him. He was coming out with all these crazy complex melodies and stuff. I was like, what is it about this that is like hard for my simple monkey brain to like latch onto? But yeah, that's you said it, like music for musicians. But no, don't dumb it down. Honestly, keep true, like keep at it. It's just then finding a place for this kind of music, because it's not. You're going to struggle to get it onto like a Colorize or because I know that's the labels that you're kind of going after. And dance music is a lot more simple. It's supposed to be easy to latch onto, and like the emotions are supposed to be very clear, and the story's supposed to be very clear, so you can just dance to it. So yeah, maybe keep some of this crazy, interesting, creative stuff, and then if you really, really want to get onto the your typical labels, Colorize and Juno and all that, then maybe dumb it down a little bit with some other stuff. But yeah, I
think MXV has a point here. Using slightly less elements so that we can focus on the piano and kind of like, it might be a little easier to distinguish some of the melodic content and some of the harmonic content.
Yeah.
May just need less and, bigger elements, but less amount of elements.
Also, just watch the amount of delay and reverb that you have on things as well. Because you have so much of that, you could hear a lot of like, I think shimmer and crystallizer and delay and all this. And so the harmonies are building up on top of each other, which is creating that kind of dissonance and confusion, so it's harder to latch onto. So maybe just ease back on some of that stuff as well. All right, thank you for sending it in. Let's go to, where are we now?
We got a motto.
Oh wait, what? Oh yeah, a motto, and then we're going to Nor's, not up on SoundCloud yet. Yeah, I need access for that. Or can you send Noz, if you just post your thing at the bottom of the chat, if you got the SoundCloud link, I'll click on it and it can be after Amado's. Because I can't, otherwise I need access for your Google Drive and blah blah blah. All right, Amado, let's go. Ooh.
Wait a minute.
Whoa. Wait a second.
What time signature is this in?
What BPM? Must be like
Whoa, that's such a trippy intro.
How slow is that?
It's like 70 maybe? 75?
77? 75 probably. Okay.
Okay, it's not a crazy time signature. I just like missed the first chord of the track. I was like, is this in 7/4? Like, what is going on right now? Like, Mixolydian tracks and odd time signatures. Like, she's great.
Vocal.
I think it's 75. Damn, 77. That's disgusting.
Juicy fruit. Too sad.
Yeah, I literally like started the track one chord in. I was like, what am I listening to right now? I had to do a double take there. Ooh. God, I'm a sucker for a Rhodes or Whirly.
Not yet. You're gonna do your own vocal soon. Very cool. Trippy.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted you to do more with that melody, that sound here, like have a more, what's the word I'm looking for? More easy to follow melody. You kind of like you dotted it around this dun da da da, and then it goes away, and then it comes back. I feel like you could have, just had it in there a little bit more, something a little bit more to latch onto. But it's super groovy and funky. The mix sounded nice as well. Sounded clean. It's a bit of an odd.
Yeah, I
odd
think
one to, go on.
lean into that funk vibes. You got like the Stevie Wonder piano in there, like the Rhodes. Like, see if you can get some like palmita guitar with some like .8 delays, maybe like a saxophone. I don't know. Like, go crazy with it.
Yeah, man. Very funky.
I think you're
very
holding back a
unique.
little bit.
Holding back on the funk. The vocal's sick. Where's that vocal from?
Yeah, where is that vocal from?
Let me steal it. Yeah.
I think I'll have to disown you if you put a duduk in this song.
Yeah. Anything else you can think?
Super
to add?
sick.
I can't. There's nothing
Nope.
else. No. Really nice work. Unique as always, which is great. Okay. Cool. So let's.
Fractal mode.
Yeah. Or unless not. Wait one sec. We're doing access updated. Okay. We're doing Nors.
Where's Nas at?
It's the one that says not up on SoundCloud yet, and then.
Oh,
yeah,
gotcha. Fractal mode.
What?
What is fractal mode?
Wait, fractal mode is a different. Oh no, sorry, it's not Nors. It looks like Nors, or is that Nors? I'm confused. Maybe
No,
it
this is
isn't.
not Nas. This is someone completely different.
But he looks like Rob from North. Look at that picture. He's a bald guy.
In other
but
words,
bald white guy.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So what you're saying is all bald white guys look the same. Got it.
So yeah, this is Factor Mo. I know this guy.
Oh, you missed the cut. Yeah,
We both have no hair. Exactly.
that would be the definition of being bald.
I've had that shit all my life. All right, guys.
Sounds like a Nas track. Love it. You guys should do a collab.
Kick is almost too loud. Or like, you need to bring up something about it's too potent. No.
Could be Andy. We don't know. Oh, there's the sax. You got some pops and clicks in your vocal here.
Yeah, there's clicks in the chords as well.
Is that the only time that sax plays? Oh no, here it is again. Okay. I was about to say that was savage to put it in for literally 2 bars.
I think he plays sax. Yeah, there's clicks in the piano. This is a very long bridge.
Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of that like mono out before the drop.
I've not heard of it.
You'll hear it in a second. It sounds really jarring to go like full mono there.
Yeah. There's too much.
Yeah. You can shrink in the widening a bit, but don't go like completely mono.
Nice little reverse.
I heard a wow wow wow. Nice.
More sax. Need more sax, man.
It comes in. Don't worry.
Don't
you worry.
Okay.
There's not enough. Yeah, needs more saxophone. Yeah, needs more saxophone.
Yeah, I'm gonna pause, I think. Yeah, that was a bit weird at the end as well. I think you monoed out again.
Yep.
Overall, really nice, soothing, great vibe. Kick is too clicky, possibly too loud. Needs a little bit more warmth. Just take away, as Max said, he says 1.5k. I think also a little bit in the boxy area, so like in the 400,
200.
Yeah.
Yeah, 250 is what I was hearing.
Yeah, so
Nuke
but
it.
it might be a case of just changing the kick. I mean, sometimes when you're having to EQ it away that much, it's sometimes better to just get a different kick. But yeah, that's definitely a big issue in the track because it's just overbearing on everything else. The other thing melodically, because you're not using that sax that much, it's like you have a lot of just floaty elements. There's a lot of like all the melodies are not really like that compelling. They're just kind of holding a nice rhythm and kind of just playing along the chords, but they're not really gripping you. So I think use the sax more, have that as a real strong lead element that you can kind of latch onto because it's so beautiful, the sax. And if it's you playing it in, I mean, what's your excuse?
He doesn't play.
Oh, then we'll find some sax. There's some more sax somewhere. Or you could even you can use that same bit you have and just chop it up. I've done that in a track called Haze, and the only I got the vocal sample. It was like a splice sample, and there wasn't much of it, but I ended up chopping it up and just using it in many different ways, and it was able to live throughout the whole track without getting boring.
Or just learn to play sax.
Yeah, straight away. Just learn to
Yeah,
play sax
Hansi,
right now.
exactly. There you go. Boom.
Learn
That's the real
sax.
answer.
Yeah, but
Look
I
at
mean,
Big
right
Gigantic.
now-
He made an entire fucking career off of the fact that he could play saxophone
Yeah.
in the dance scene, right? Like, yeah, do that.
Yeah, but for now, with that sax sample, you could just try and chop it up a little bit and utilize it a little bit more, so there's more of a lead. And also, you've got some clicks and pops with like the chords, and I think you said you heard some with the piano, with the vocal.
Hansi, I'm getting like serious high school band kid vibes from you right now.
he's not like.
Am I nailing your fucking brand right now?
He's not
I
like
feel like this is-
proper like that, nah. But yeah, he's. Yeah, you might.
Learn all the brass and woods. Absolutely high school band kid. No shot, you're not a high school band kid.
Oh no, started when he was 19.
All started at 19. That's fucking crazy, man. Damn.
But yeah, do you have any feedback, Evan?
It's the same feedback. I think it's just, for me, it's a little elevator music-y, if that makes sense. Like it doesn't really grip, like you were saying, and something like a saxophone, maybe like a trumpet. Like these are complementary instruments, right? So just kind of think about that and go and either find yourself a really nice library or go and find yourself a saxophone.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. Nice. All right. So now we're on to Badger.
Badger. Yep.
Let's go.
I absolutely love this album art, by the way.
The picture of him.
Yeah. This fucking vibey little spot, man.
Yeah. I like the headband.
Yeah. This is giving me like serious FOMO because it probably looks like what Albania looks like right now.
Yeah. Instagram's pretty hard to look at. I'm going to be playing there next year though, which is sick. Can't wait.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, congrats on Malta again.
Yeah, cheers.
Big moves.
Mix. More volume in the kit.
Someone discovered Mod Wheel on their string library. Nice. What library is this? This actually isn't bad.
I'm guessing Labs.
No shot, that's Labs. No shot. What library is that? It sounds cine samples like Museo to me.
I really hope it's Labs now.
Dude, if that's Labs, I'm gonna be so mad.
Emotional strings.
Emotional strings, thanks God.
What's that in Contact?
Contact. I was like, Labs does not have changing sample support for Mod Wheel.
No, it's true.
No, definitely not free. Okay, that's good to know. This is not mixed or mastered.
Okay. You go first, Evan. I've already given him feedback before. He sent it to me privately.
I think my... Why is there just white noise for like 20 seconds at the end of your track? Stop that. I was like, what is wrong with my setup right now? I think the big thing for me is I guess mute the drums, mute the bass, mute the ARP. Or not mute the ARP. Mute the drums and mute the bass. Just spend a solid amount of time working on like the interplay between the chords and the melody. And just, I think it could be a little thicker. It could be a little bit more interesting in places. Like you have this really like atmospheric vibe going on, which is cool. But again, it's kind of another track that doesn't quite hook me as well as it probably could. And just get rid of the drums, get rid of the bass for a second, and just focus on melody and harmony for like maybe a day. And I think you're going to find some stuff that you didn't think of before, some variations, some more, slightly more complicated melody, or maybe just more melody overall. I'm not going to comment on mix and master because we don't have any mix and master to comment on. So it's just all creative stuff. I think like the ARP, maybe the sound design could be improved. It's a little just kind of basic saw wave, with just glissando or portamento. Yeah, but it's got some vibes to it. I think it needs a little bit of a bump up, and it should be fine.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said. Also, just with the sound design, I know I said to you before with the sound design here, it needed like a little noise layer, or it could be, as Evan said, like a little bit better interplay and better harmonics with the chords around it. That's going to make it sound a little bit more interesting. Also, but the sound design just, it's like the sound choice. It sounds so like, Diva, Sawtooth, typical kind of like sounds that have just been heard so many times. And it's just, it's a case of finding new ways of like layering possibly, or getting a little bit more creative with your sound design, just so it just stands out a little bit more, because it just feels a bit bread and butter in terms of the sound design. But yeah, the mix and master. I don't know if you want any pointers on the mix, because you said you haven't done the mix and master. But yeah, I mean, let us know if you do. Or I'm guessing you want to do the composition first. But all right, we'll move on. Thanks for sending it in.
Good.
Okay. So we're on...
UC?
No, wait, what? Oh,
Yes.
yeah, I missed one. Or did I? Oh, no, you've already sent one in. This is the second one.
What?
So this is we've already done Yusu, that 1 minute track. I mean, I guess he could be allowed to do 2 since he sent a really short one, but
Hey, let's keep moving because we've still got 1, 2, 3. We've still got 3 to go, I believe.
So what? Skip this one.
You skip this one. If we got time, we'll come back to it.
So we're on in LAR.
E Noah. Whoa. I don't know how I feel about this.
It's very abrasive.
Super abstract. This is literally like abstract art if it was music. Got like some Fred again things in there.
I think I just don't like the chords.
Yeah, I agree. I haven't gotten there yet. Holy moly.
That was a journey.
Interesting.
Super unique and, as you say, interesting. I really like this part at the end. It gripped me because it was, I like the journey that it went on. The whole song is very like abrasive. Like, there's a lot of the sound just come in very loud and sharp, and I think that's what kind of puts me off. But I mean, it's kind of what you're going for. So yeah, I don't know. The main thing for me is the chords. I'm not like gelling with them here. It just doesn't feel. It feels a bit boring, and not that nice. Which is like letting the track down. It's a bit of a hard one to give feedback on because it's so different and weird. So it's like, you're not doing that many technical things wrong, but you're just doing crazy, interesting, weird things.
Yep.
So, yeah. Don't know.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. I think the biggest issue for me was just the chords.
Yeah.
The chords didn't feel like they were complementing the scale of the track. It just needs to be bigger and just like using more strong chords.
Yeah, I think they get better here towards the end. It feels like you're opening them or building them, possibly. I can't tell.
I think that's just the sound design. I don't think the chords change.
Oh, really? It's just opening.
Could be wrong.
Up.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, cool track, interesting. As someone said, which is a good shout, is for him to do a collab with Mason said to collab with Amado. Could be interesting.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, I'd pay to see that. But,
Yep.
All right, cool. I'm going to move on. Thank you for sending it in.
Yep.
Right. So
DO5.
Yeah. DO5, you're playing in Prague with us, right? You're in the after party. I think it's you. I saw it, unless there's another DO5. I'm sure. I think I might have even already asked him that. But yeah, I think we're playing in Prague with Jules and MXV and Sebastian Ledger, and I saw DO5 on the lineup as well. He is, yeah, sick. Nice, man. Well, we'll see you there. All right, cool. Let's begin.
Let's take a listen. is about to be the glitchiest track I've ever heard. I'm just calling it.
It's gonna be super, super loud. Turn it up.
Oh my god, this has got like some super freaking old school dead mouse drum patterns. This is sick. Holy shit. Just make sure that you play this, like, if you're opening for LAR, make sure you end with this track.
I think he's playing after me, I hope.
Actually, go harder than this right before LAR. That's great. Force this dude into a psytrance bubble.
Yeah, please don't.
You went pretty hard in London, though.
Yeah, I do. We're playing at the after party, so the after party I'm going to be playing pretty heavy anyway. And Jules is going to play on before me, and he plays melodic techno, so he's going back to back with Max.
Oh, nice.
So they're probably going to fuck me. They'll probably play drum and bass.
You come on with that nice organic breaks.
Yeah. I'm hoping DO5's
download
after
some
me.
anima tracks.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm hoping he's after me.
This is super sick. Love the bass movement here. I'm gonna play chilled hardcore. Cool. Got some like N-prog vibes to it.
Send this to Monster Camp. This will be on Rocket League in a sec.
Yeah, dude. I'd buy this. I would buy this in my training. Yeah, super sick. I can see that on Uncaged for sure. Super sick.
Good laps down. Yeah, fuck, that was intense. I feel like I just went for a run.
Yeah.
I was sick though. Please don't play that before me.
Please do. I will pay money for you to play this right before him.
I'll just echo out and go into some super slow. No way I would mix from that.
I just stop the music and get on the mic and be like, "Hey guys, you guys can go get a drink because I'm going to be playing a lot more chill than that."
But sick, man. Nothing. I'm not hearing anything that needs work. It feels very polished. You should get it signed, man. What are you doing with your music? Do you release? I want to see. Let's see what this guy does.
Max, that's SoundCloud at its finest. I think it's a lot more crisp as the WAV file. For me, like all the high end gets super weird on SoundCloud.
Is it D05 or DO? Find you.
Good question. I think it's a 0.
Trying to promote you here, bro. Where are you? There's a lot of DO5s. Got slapped in the face. Yeah. What's your name? Have you released anything yet? You should be releasing, man. But anyway, let's move on because we don't have much time. We're at 2 hours now. You got time to do more, Evan, or no?
I got a little bit of time, man.
All right.
We can make it work.
Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, we only have one more on the list, I think.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, we're out of time.
Mikey.
Sorry. We're just going to miss that guy. All right, let's go with Mikey. My soul. This might be the last one.
Where's the vocal from?
Splice. Guess it. Seems like it doesn't have much of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think a full-blown vocal would sound really sick on this song, rather than just an individual sample.
exploring now. I think the biggest issue with this track for me, I mean, yeah, the vocal is definitely, it feels very placeholdery. It sounds good, by the way. Before I slag it off, it does sound good. The production is tight. It's just like you're relying on this ARP so much, and it's like it's not that good to rely on it that much. Like the melody's not that compelling. I think just here you maybe want to be thinking about bringing in a new element, something to push the track further rather than just repeating. It feels like I'm in the same. These sections are the same.
Yeah, I feel like you just take halfway through though, and you put a vocal in instead of the ARP.
Yeah, here,
like a full blown vocal just fixes all of those problems. I think
that's very true. Yeah, but if you can't get a vocalist, but in fact no, you should be able to get a vocalist. Anyone can get a vocalist. I got a vocalist when I hadn't released anything. I just reached out to people on Instagram. And you just find smaller artists if you're not willing to, if you don't want to pay a lot of money, or sometimes these bigger vocalists won't want to work with someone who's smaller. So you can find vocalists that are new as well to releasing music, and they could be super talented. Reach out to them, get something working with them, build up a relationship with them, and then you can get loads of songs together with that person, and it can fix a lot of your issues. Like issues like this where you maybe exhausting all your melodic ideas and you don't know what to add to it. But if we take that away, say if we didn't have a vocalist, it's good to have the ability to be able to evolve the track anyway, because you need that ability. Even with the vocalists in there, you would still probably need some kind of evolution in the melodics and evolution in the sound design. I think potentially just evolving the melody alone and the chords is going to help you a lot as well, even if you didn't have a vocalist in there. And then possibly just trying to come up with some new lead that you can just bring the track together with. It got a little bit pokey here as well, this little build up. It was a little bit sharp. Just turn that drum fill down a little bit, or EQ it a little bit. Anything else?
Same thing. I see a lot of people saying it's hard to get a vocalist. It absolutely is harder to get a vocalist, but I think the thing is that it does bring the track to the next level in a lot of cases.
Yeah.
It's personal opinion, but like the instrumental's really hard to push right now, guys. We've been in this fucking melodic house scene with wannabe lane 8s for the last 4 years. Got to do something.
Yeah, exactly.
Got to do something.
Well, I
have chats with the labels pretty often, and I'm co-writing on a lot of records right now, and these guys are not signing the same shit they did even a year ago because it's been done. Get a vocal on there, and automatically the track gains a certain level of clarity that's going to punch through a little bit more of the noise, right?
Yeah.
So it's easier to tell a story with words than it is with music.
Yeah.
People can relate to it a lot better, right? So
for sure.
Yeah. It's a hot take, but it is what it is.
The first vocalist I found was from on the BBC Introducing, which is a thing we have in the UK, but there might be a similar thing wherever you're from, which is just basically where you submit your music to BBC, and then you get put onto the BBC Introducing if your song is selected or whatever, and they put it in a compilation with a few other people, and they tag you in there. And so I just found some singers that were also tagged on there because I knew that they were new to music because they were on BBC Introducing. So then I just reached out to them. Another thing you do is look up like hashtag vocalists on Instagram, and there'll be people that are just singing into the camera and trying to get heard, and reach out to them. There's so many people that you can look out for, or on Fiverr or something like that. Not that I've ever used Fiverr, but I'm sure some people.
I mean, Caleb got super hammered, went to a bar and met a traveling heart surgeon, and that's who sang on "To Find You." That track has 1.3 million streams.
Yeah, that's
so.
Mad. But yeah,
it's the craziest story. It's our first vocalist as well. But I think the thing is that like we were hounding vocalists. Like we were constantly looking. Like I had Caleb was looking every day, like 5 new vocalists, 10 new vocalists.
Yeah.
I mean, they can definitely be pricey for sure. I mean, that's, but it's kind of that whole idea that like you want to invest in yourself, right? Like, You know, I mean, we're
Also,
you know,
you don't have
Yeah.
to pay the advance or fee a lot of the time. A lot of the time, what I do is have the label pay the advance, which is recoupable, so it will get charged off my royalties. But it means I'm not slapped with a huge fee straight away. So if you're like me, like
it is difficult to do that when you're not with a label, though.
yeah,
Because you almost need the vocal to get signed, so it's this catch-22 of like the label isn't going to cover they might cover it on the back end, like we've done recoupables and stuff, where it's
Yeah.
like we've or reimbursements to recoupables, which is totally a valid thing.
Yeah.
But like, you know, if you're looking for like one of the main names in the scene, you're probably looking at, I don't know, what would you say, Lar? Like 300 at the bottom, 500 at the bottom, all the way up to. I mean, we just saw a top line a couple days ago that was going for like $7,500.
Yeah. Fucking hell. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just kind of like it's all over the place. There's a big range, and I think the thing is that you just like you were saying earlier is try and find somebody that's going to be not in the scene yet. Try and break somebody into the scene with you.
Yeah, it takes more work though. Like a lot of the vocalists,
does.
which is good practice, you know, because you learn how to work with not so well produced vocals, and it's the best way to learn, because a lot of time, you know, if you get like really well polished vocals, you then don't know how to process them if you haven't gone through the process of working with vocals that don't sound that great, and you're trying to tune them and compress them and tidy them up and all that stuff. But grind, man, like you've got to do it. You've got to push yourself. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck with instrumentals your whole career and splice. Like you've got to start reaching out to vocalists, and it's going to give you a big edge on other people. It's going to make you stand out. It adds a lot of originality to your music.
Yep.
Or learn to sing.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean it's $250 for sound better is great. You know, the if you can't do the fee, like try to do splits with people. But like do whatever you possibly can to get vocals. If especially for a track like this, I think that's the thing that's missing, is just that kind of full vocal that's gonna like really carry it.
Yeah. Especially melodic.
I do agree though. You start working with a smaller vocalist that isn't tuning their own stuff, and then you got to learn Melodyne. Then you got to learn time alignment. You got to learn how to process stuff. It is a different art form for sure.
Yeah.
But I think that's kind of. That's part of the game. I mean, like, we still get vocals where I have to tune them.
Yeah, for sure. Unless they're like...
I mean, it's all the time.
I think there's maybe like 3 or 4 that I don't have to really touch them. And it's really nice.
Oh my God, it's so true.
It's so nice when
everything
you get
else, it's like you have to do it by... Yeah, everything else. I think on the album, there's 3 vocals that we didn't touch.
Yeah.
There's 4. There's 4 vocals that we didn't touch or tune anything.
I've had like Jody
Knight
was
Phoebe Centrax and Lauren Lamont.
What, they were good, or they?
Yeah, those were the 4 that I didn't touch. Both the Phoebe Centrax, Lewin, and Lauren Lamont. Every other vocal was either sent to us untuned, which is not a problem.
Yeah.
Or it was they tuned it, but they missed a line, or there was like weirdness in like the S's, where like there would be like backing vocals where the S's weren't lined up perfectly, so we had to take it into vocal line or manually adjust stuff. So, yeah, vocals are another beast.
Ask a singer out on a date and take her to your studio. Won't last, but you'll get a good vocal. Yeah, that's. I wouldn't advise you do that, but yeah, do whatever you can. I guess you gotta grind. But yeah, man, thank you everyone for sending in your music. Good luck finding vocalists now. And good luck with your music. We'll try and do more of these streams. We're both just getting busier and busier. But thank you for everyone that's turned up and listened to the stream and sent in the music and supported the channel. Yeah. Check out a Loop website. Grab the samples and the presets and support the supporters. And we'll see you in the next stream, I guess. Don't know when it will be. Maybe in a month.
Yeah, I think Laura and I were talking on the back end, and I'm not going to announce too much stuff too early because I don't want to get too teased too much. But I think there's going to be maybe some times where we're going to be putting a little bit more work into the Out of Loop page coming up at some point in the next few months. So it's just getting through festival season and getting through everything else.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Sweet. Catch you soon, guys.